Easy guys, Dom here from CDG. So if you are playing Cronos the New Dawn and you're getting stuck on this market section, it's like a Christmas market, then hopefully in this video I'll be able to share a few tips on how I cleared this section. So what we're going to use here is we're going to use a couple of these pyre incendiary charges. They are motion activated. We're going to put one right down here because an enemy will spawn here later on. There is one of the first fuses you need in this area on the table on the right hand side here. But first we're going to repair this time oddity to get that gas canister available for us later on. Again, something we're going to use once we trigger the enemies. We're going to put our second pyre incendiary charge over here for later use again. And then the first fuse is going to go in the fuse box. Now we're going to go around and hoover up all the ammunition on our way to the second fuse. But we don't want to pick up the second fuse yet because that second fuse will trigger the first wave of enemies. So just use this time to be able to do things like repair this second explosive canister over here, which we're again going to use later on. Now, if you've got to this section and you haven't got much ammunition or like the pyre charges like I've got, you might have to load a previous save to maybe buy some or save some up in your stash because it really will make this section a bit easier for you. Now we're making sure not only we've got space for the final fuse, but our guns are reloaded, and now this is going to trigger the first wave of enemies. The first two enemies are going to be quite easy to kill with headshots from the pistol. The third enemy will spawn in behind us. He will die very easily, and that first pyre charge we put down has slowed down this slightly more armoured enemy, if you want to call him that, but he will die quite quick to a couple of charged shotgun rounds. Now the final enemy here, he is quite weak to handgun shots, but we're not going to waste any ammo in him. We are just going to use one shot on the explosive barrel to finish him off. Now reloading our weapons and picking up any ammo drops from the enemies we've killed. Now we can put the final fuse into the fuse box, which is going to open the door, allowing us to get through to the next section. But the battle isn't over yet. Two more enemies are going to spawn. One of those crawly, spitty ones on the roof here, he dies quite easy with a few handgun shots. But the main one is the Hawkeye type monster with the arms on his back that we saw earlier when we entered this area. That second pyre charge I put down on the floor slows him down here, giving us enough time to be able to get a couple of shots on his head. We're going to move back and then use this explosive canister to do additional damage and then just finish him off with a final charged shotgun headshot. So that's how I cleared this section. If you are getting stuck here, hopefully you've taken a few tips. And if you have, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on another video. Thanks for watching.